Hey there, it's Melody with Melody of Soul, and I'm in Bangkok, Thailand on a 2-week quarantine because I go back and forth with my teaching. So while I'm here for my 2 weeks, as all good hairdressers do, I had to color my hair. So I've got some before pictures and I'll also have after pictures. But I wanted to kind of walk anybody through that doesn't normally do their own hair, just so you understand what you could do. Also, I'm coloring my eyebrows. So I thought that would be a fun thing to take you guys through. So here we go. All right, so for my eyebrows, anytime you color your eyebrows, you can use hair color. Yes, you can. I like to use a demi-permanent developer instead of even a 10 volume because I don't like my eyebrows to lift because my eyebrows are already super blonde and I color them black. So I like to have as much deposit as possible. So I use my little mixer. This is actually just for my hair color. It got some red on it from one of my bags bled. And I just mixed just enough for my eyebrows. I also color my eyelashes with this, but I like it to get a little bit more chemically moving before I put it on my eyelashes. I like it to be more of a dark color once I put it on my lashes because they tend to hold it better, where your eyebrows, there's a lot more hair there, so I like to do it when it's a little more active. Okay, so for my lovely hair, so I got some purples, some blues, and some teals in here. Now this is a little messier than my norm because I don't have my norm, like I'm in this cute little bathroom and this is all the space I have in here, and I've already had to scrub the blue off the floors. So basically my hair is black on the perimeter here, and then I had a blue black base that I just did a couple weeks ago, and then the ends are old highlights that I've been keeping a light blue. So I wanted to switch it up. So I used some lightening powder by Pull Bryant. I also use a 50 volume enzyme developer. It's not your normal 50 volume. Because this one is more conditioning for the hair, but it is a professional product, so some of these you can't get. I don't advise people bleaching their hair at home unless they know what in the world they're doing. But if your hair already has highlights in it, you can totally do all the rest of it. So if you ever want any fashion colors, this is your how-to do. So after I lightened it, I got parts of it to like a weird golden blonde. So then I waited a day and came back and highlighted some more. You can do that in quarantine because no one's gonna see you. And then I basically foiled pieces through, which I had to contact the hotel and get them to buy me some foil because I forgot that. But it's fine. You can just use like regular old household foil. Yes. You just have to cut it off in little sheets. And then you can cut it kind of to what you need, but if you have really long hair, it kind of gets annoying. But I only have a little bit of long hair, just the front. And then I highlighted, so I just foiled through some pieces and I only really put the lightener on the places that were the darker spots. And I got them to where I wanted. I don't touch the rest of the highlights. You never want to overlap. That's how you ruin your hair. That's how you break it all out. So I had, about half my head were old highlights that I had done before, and then half I'd kind of been growing out and they were a weird color. And I've been darkening some and lightening some. So I just decided to just go in and add some new highlights. And then I split my hair in sections. So this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. And then I just deal with the back because I don't have a mirror to see the back of my head right now. Usually at home, I have a little setup where I've got like a small mirror up that I can look into my small mirror in front of me and see behind me. So that's a hairdresser trick. It takes a lot of practice to get there, but it's something you can do. It's the same thing we ask you to do when you're in our chair. We're like, here, look at the back of your head. Well, I just have it set up where I have a mirror up here. They even have them at Sally's where you can like hook them to your wall and you can pull them out, but you have to have a certain setup in your bathroom so that the walls are all in the right places. Otherwise it doesn't work. So anyways, so I couldn't see the back of my head, so I just kind of felt through and I foiled in block sections, which means just a slice. So I have purple on the bottom, then a teal, then a dark blue, then a teal, then a purple, then all the way up. Again, the back takes some precision, so that's why some people do like blocks. Well, they'll section off like a whole block of their hair and just color all that and spin it up and put it in a foil, rather than like do horizontal sections. They'll do like chunks, right? Which is what I used to do when my hair was a lot shorter. And then for the sides, I did the same thing, except I did them more this way. So I have like a dark blue, then a teal, then a purple. And this side I have a dark blue, and then I have put a teal up here, and then a purple. And then the top, I actually just I sectioned it as I went, and then I just painted the whole section. You do this with gloves, obviously, and you paint a whole section so it's dark blue, then it's teal, then it's purple. And some of them I went back through and actually based either the purple, the dark blue, or the dark purple, you know, just so it grows out a little bit easier, because the light blue, if it's on like a golden blonde, it's gonna look green. So anywhere that was a golden blonde, I actually went back with like the purple or blue just at the base. And then I just spun them up in like little curls and stuck them in a foil, put them under this bag. And now I'm gonna process for as long as I can. I usually recommend my clients sleep in this color because it's a deposit only. You don't mix it with anything. It is just deposit on your hair, which is why you have to have the correct lightened color. So for instance, if you want blue or purple, you gotta have a pretty white blonde. If you want green, you can have more of a golden blonde. If you want a dark blue, you can kind of get away with a more muddy blonde. And if you want pink, red, or anything brighter than that, then you can kind of get away with a pretty goldy blonde. That'll actually help it stay better. So that's another little trick. Another video perhaps. But once you get it to the right level, you keep it on. If you're gonna sleep in this, I recommend, especially if you're at a hotel, put down a towel, preferably a colored towel. I only have a blue towel, which is my like get out of the shower towel. So that'll be put down tonight. Or I'll just keep this on for the rest of the day and then I'll shower it out. The longer you can keep it on, the more it soaks into the cuticle of the hair and the longer it's gonna stay. Also, the darker it gets. So keep that in mind if you're looking for one of those like pastel colors. It's gonna start out darker, but it's gonna stick with you longer because these colors just naturally fade. They're just direct dye pigments, they're huge molecules, and so every time you shampoo your hair, you're pulling something out. Unless you use the shampoos that don't foam at all. I'm a big proponent of those that are kind of like cleansing shampoos, or cleansing conditioners is what they're actually called, because they don't yank the pigment out. Or my other great advice is to use color pigmented shampoos, like ones that actually put color back in your hair. Viral has a great one. Tressa's got some great ones. Gem Lights, and they come in all different colors, from like blue toners, reds, burgundies, all the way through to pink and blue and purple. And I mean pigment, not just like toning pigment. And they have them in pastels and they have it in vibrants. I use the vibrants and the pastels depending on what I'm doing. And you can mix and match. Like once you get better at using the shampoos, you can actually mix and match with that too. So there's your hairdresser knowledge of the day, in case you're getting bored during your quarantine and you want to do something crazy. I've done a lot of crazy colors for people since the quarantine happened in the USA. I've taken people to mermaid and anime and all of the fantasy things that we as hairdressers get to do, but the normal people can't because of this weird thing about jobs and professionalism. But I've had fun with it, so hopefully you will too. Let me know if you need any more wonderful how-to videos.